fam, my name is Kobe. This is my first video, so I need y'all to be good to me, all right? But I just wanted to do some videos as per request. Been getting a lot of inboxes on Instagram, on Facebook, about tell us about your process, tell us, about the surgery. So they say they don't hear a lot of perspectives from a dude, especially a dude of color. So just wanted to put my thoughts and my story out there, and hopefully it can help someone along the way. But again, my name is Kobe. I reside in Charlotte, North Carolina. I had surgery, gastric bypass. I had it December 23rd of 2019, last December, 2 days before Christmas. And my top weight was over 400 pounds. As of surgery day, it was 398 pounds. And today, June 12th, I am down to 268 pounds. So 130 pounds down. Yes. And I feel great. I feel awesome. But that's another video. But I just wanted to talk about why I chose VSG surgery, why I chose gastric bypass. Point blank period, I chose it for a better life. I've been struggling with my weight almost all my life. Even in high school, I'm 6'2". I've always been a big burly guy. So it has always been kind of a challenge for me. I have, within the course of those years, I did try to do it on my own. Some successful, some not. There was a time where I was able to lose over 100 pounds on my own. I think I was in my mid 20s, 25. I'm 34 now. Just wanted change. I remember my wake-up call was last year. I went to Tampa, Florida. It was very hot. It was in the summertime. And I went there for a conference, and we stayed downtown Tampa, Florida. And the hotel was maybe a block away, or a block or half, what have you, away from the convention center that they were having the conference at. So of course, naturally, everyone is walking to the venue. Everyone's walking. I'm there with my friends. They're walking, and I almost had to have a wheelchair. I'm 33 years old, walking on a summer day, maybe not even over a block away, and I could barely stand up. My back was in excruciating pain. I was sweating all over the place, just so uncomfortable and so embarrassing. And that day I knew I had to make a change. I have tried to lose weight on my own prior to that. In my 20s, it was very easy for me to lose weight. I would go up and down, up and down. At one point, I lost even over 100 pounds on my own. But when them on 30s hit, it's another story. You can't lose it like you used to. So I was in the gym, I was exercising, I was changing my eating habits, but the weight just would not leave. And it was so many problems that I was having to deal with. I ended up having diabetes, which runs heavy in my family, even to the point of being amputated regarding body parts because of that. So that was a real concern of mine. Also, I had really bad sleep apnea, and I even to the point where they did a sleep test and I stopped breathing like over 100 times in one night, which was very scary. So, I mean, years of no rest, years of fatigue, years of walking around, always sleepy, never able to really think properly. To be honest with you, not able to be my full self. And also there's that confidence level. It does something to you, especially as a man. I'll talk about it. when you walk into a store and, you know, those people that you're with, you know, can easily just grab something off the shelf or off the rack and, you know, whoop-de-woo, you know, they got it, you know, but you never able to find your size, and always having to go online, not knowing how it's going to look on you because of your size. Always, you know, just always having to think ahead when you're that size, even when you're on a trip, you know, thinking ahead about planes and extensions, and, you know, it's so embarrassing and it's so time consuming, where you really cannot be your full self. So I wanted to have a change of life for the better. Again, I'm 34, I just turned 34 in February. And my thought is I want to have kids one day. I want to be married one day. And I want to be able to play with them if they want to play. I want to be able to run outside if they want to run. You know, I want to be able to be my full self when I meet my significant other. It's not fair to them that I won't be my full self when I meet them. So that is the process. That is the journey that I'm on right now. I have absolutely no regrets. Gastric bypass was the best decision that I have made thus far in my life. And again, one thing I must say, that gastric bypass is not a fix-all, be-all. It is a tool. It is a tool that I chose to use, that many have chosen to use to get them to a healthier life. It is not a fix-all because there is a mental aspect to this thing. Because listen, your body changes drastically almost overnight. There's a mental part of it, there is a emotional part to it. There is a physical part to it. And you kind of have to be in a space and have people around you that is able to help you and coach you and support you during this process. I'm going to do another video about those things, but just wanted to let you know why I chose to have gastric bypass. It was a very easy process. It took me 6 months after my first consultation with the program. I did monthly visits with the dietitian, with the doctor here in Charlotte that did my surgery. I myself, any suggestions or any suggestions that I would have somebody just do what the doctor says. I've had no problems. The only time I experienced pain was directly after surgery, and I showed out. Yeah, I did. Slightly embarrassed, but they said, you know, it happens. That was my first surgery. But that's the only really level of unbearable pain that I had during this whole process. Of course, there was a little pain, you know, within the weeks after your body's healing. But it was the best decision that I made. Now, one thing that you do have to adjust your mindset is your mind says, you know, because you're eating, your stomach is literally now this big, from this big to, you know, this big. You're literally having to train your mind that you're full. You're literally having to change your thinking on portion size. That it can be a bit of a challenge, but again, I've had no regrets. It's been nothing but great. A great journey for me. That is some of the reasons why I chose to have gastric bypass. If you are kind of in that same boat, especially, hey fellas, sometimes we don't talk about things, but I would suggest that you use the avenues that are available to you, whether it be gastric bypass, the sleeve, whether it be you doing it on your own, however you choose to do it. But if you have any questions for me to answer, again, this is my first video. I'm kind of feeling my way through this. So again, be good to me. But introduce yourself in the comments, subscribe, because again, I will be posting videos weekly. I will try to post videos weekly about this process. I'll do videos about mind space that I have to be in, the actual surgery process. I'm going to do a video on that, just a lot of things. But ask me some questions. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments, subscribe. I'm going to try to respond back to everybody, or at least do a video on those questions that you have for me. But again, my name is Kobe. Thank you so much for watching the video and your support. Peace out.